It is a beautiful Monday morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show, coming to you from Carnival Radio, your enjoyment, unlimited station, your feel good radio. And this is Newspaper Review. I am Joseph Hoyukola this morning. I want you to sit back and listen to interesting stories from different newspapers. I have one with me this morning. I have Vanguard newspaper, I have Daily Post, and I have the Nation newspaper. But to begin the news this morning, we'll first read the headlines. Hi, I'm Joseph Hoyukola. Reading from the Punch newspaper, Wiki Faso's Makede. Tensions mount as PDP holds neck meeting today. Infrastructure development. States receive 1.6 trillion naira from federal government for projects. (2027) Tambuwa leads Sokoto. Kebbi PDP into coalition bloc. YN10 civil servant got cars, laptops, says federal government. Murdered lawyer. Angry reactions as wife, mother-in-law bag less jail after conviction. Now on to the news in details, and if you're just joining the news this morning, you're on to Carnival Radio Enjoyment Unlimited Station, your feel good radio, and this is Carnival Breakfast Show. On today's segment, newspaper review. Reading from the Punch newspaper, where there is tension in PDP as PDP holds neck meeting today. As a crisis within the People's Democratic Party deepens over the position of National Secretary and disputed 100th National Executive Committee meeting scheduled for Monday today. A major showdown appears imminent as party leaders are at odds with rival factions planning to hold separate neck National Caucus meetings today in Abuja. Credible sources who spoke on condition of anonymity due to lack of authorization to speak on the issue told the newsmen that the rival factions were actively mobilizing and preparing to attend the separate meetings. The reliable party source said the Board of Trustees was also scheduled to meet today amid the ongoing turmoil. Newsmen further gathered that on Sunday afternoon in Wadata, Acting National Chairman Umar Damagom, embattled National Secretary Senator Samuel Yawu, National Organizing Secretary Umar Bature, National Legal Advisor Kamadin Ajibade's son, Vice Chairman Northwest Senator Bello Guazo, and two other members of the National Working Committee met and reaffirmed their position that an expanded National Caucus meeting should be held instead of the neck. In response on Sunday evening in Wadata Plaza, majority of the NWC members, including Deputy National Chairman South Taufik Arapaja, National Vice Chairman Southeast Ali Odefa, Southeast Caretaker Chairman Emmanuel Ogedi, National Women Leader Amina Darasimi, Acting National Secretary Sentoji Kashwedo, National Auditor Okechukwu Obiochi, National Publicity Secretary Debo Ologuagba, National Financial Secretary Woyeni Kugru Daniel, National Vice Chairman Southwest Adzafe Toyeshi insisted that the next meeting would go ahead today with Koshuadu remaining as Acting National Secretary. The camps of Governor Sheyi Makinde of Oyo State, which includes governors Peter Obi Enogun, Duoye Diri Bayelsa, Ademola Adeleke Osun, Dauda Lawal Zamfara. 11 members of the National Working Committee and other senior party figures also insisted that the NEC meeting must take place today as originally scheduled. This group is also firmly against the return of Senator Samuel Anyawu as the party's national secretary. On the opposing side, camp of former Rivers State governors on Wiki, including governors Caleb Mutuwak Plateau, Kefas Agbo Taraba, Ademofintiri Adamawa, Bala Mohammed Bauchi, acting national chairman Umar Damagom, national organizing secretary Umar Bature, national legal advisor Kamadi Ajibade, are advocating for Anyawu's reinstatement and for the next meeting to be postponed. This news was sourced from the Punch newspaper. Wiki vs Makinde. Tensions mounts as PDP holds next meeting today. Meanwhile, state government and the Federal Capital Territory received a total sum of 1.6 trillion naira from the federal government between March 2024 and May 2025 as financial support for infrastructure and security projects. Official records from the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation have shown the disbursement, which spanned over 15 months, was aimed at bolstering infrastructure development and strengthening security operations at the subnational level as part of ongoing effort to address widespread insecurity and bridge critical infrastructure gaps across the country. These details were contained in the internal document from the OAGL submitted at the May 25, 2025 Federal Account Allocation Committee meeting obtained on Sunday. During the meeting, the committee distributed a total of 1.659 trillion naira to the federal government, state government, and local councils, a decrease of 22 billion compared to the 1.681 trillion shared in April. The disbursements were made under a special intervention program funded through non-oil revenue savings as part of efforts to ease fiscal pressure on subnational governments and accelerate project execution at the grassroots. This news was sourced from the Nation newspaper. Infrastructure development. States receive 1.6 trillion from federal government for projects. In the meantime, the state chapters of the People's Democratic Party in Sokoto and Kebbi states have signified their intention to join any coalition to unseat the All Progressives Congress in 2027. While the Sokoto PDP stakeholders, led by former Governor Aminu Tambuwa, announced that it was set to dump the party for the newly formed coalition political party, All Democratic Alliance, its Kebbi counterpart declared its readiness to align with any coalition or political alliance aimed at dislodging the APC at both the state and national levels. The ADA is one of the 110 new political parties seeking registration with the Independent National Electoral Commission in Sokoto State. A source told newsmen that the decision was reached during a stakeholders meeting held on Saturday. The source, who spoke on condition of anonymity, said the parties will make its official position known to the public by Monday. This news was sourced from the Le Post newspaper. 2027, Tambuwa leads Sokoto, Kebbi PDP into coalition bloc. In another news, the federal government has defended its decision to reward 18 outstanding civil servants with new sport utility vehicles, laptops, and other valuable prizes, saying the gesture was in recognition of their silent but impactful contributions to public service reform. At the 2025 Civil Service Awards night held on Saturday in Abuja, the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Mrs. Didi Esther Watson-Jack, described the honorees as quiet reformers whose daily efforts often go unnoticed but are critical to national development. They said the awardees were selected for consistently upholding excellence, integrity, and discipline in a demanding system. According to the list of awardees, a civil servant from the Federal Ministry of Environment, Dr. Mahijatu Hadiza, won the Presidential Star Prize for an SUV, an award plaque, a laptop, a foreign short course, a masterclass program, and an award certificate. Another civil servant from the Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, Chikodi Ekwanugo, won an SUV, 500,000 cash, a laptop, and a foreign short course, among others. Other awardees winners went home with cash prizes ranging from 250,000 to 500,000 alongside laptops, among others. While applauding the efforts of those honored, Wasin Jack encouraged other public servants not to be discouraged if they were not recognized this year. This news was sourced from the Vanguard newspaper. For more details on this story, please read from the Vanguard newspaper. Why 18 civil servants got cars, laptops, says federal government. On to the last news on newspaper review this morning. The family and acquaintances of the late barrister Godwin Ikowak, in counsel with the Akwa Ibom State Ministry of Justice, have expressed dismay by the recent judgment by State High Court sitting in Oyo, the state capital. The concerned family members and friends are bitter by the court judgment in relation to the murder of their son. They lamented that maximum punishment were not melted, and the offenders as only 2 and 10 years confinement were given to persons established by the court to have been involved in murder and accessory to murder. The wife of the deceased, barrister Abasi Mbanga Ikuwak, who was the first defendant alongside her aged mother, Mrs. Margaret Patrick Umo, second defendant, sister Wodogo Patrick Umo, third defendant, and staff members of St. Luke's Hospital, Hanwa, fourth, fifth, sixth defendant, stood trial on a 5-count charge bordering on conspiracy to murder, accessory after the fact of murder, conspiracy to commit unlawful purpose, and issuance of false certificate by public officer. Justice Basi Inkanag, on extended jurisdiction from Impart Enya, gave the judgment in suit number HU versus Ambassador Aga. 2 other defendants, Udemy Patrick Umo and Isaiah Gideon, are still at large. The first, second, third defendants were charged with count 1 conspiracy to murder, punishable under section 331 of the Criminal Code, Law of Akwa Ibom State 2000. A total of 14 witnesses were called. The prosecution called 8 witnesses, while the defense team called 6 witnesses. 51 exhibits were tendered, identified, and admitted. He also read from the data analysis the defendants. This news was sourced from the Lepos newspaper. Murdered lawyer, hungry reactions as wife, mother-in-law bag less jail time after conviction. To bring the newspaper review to a close this beautiful morning, here's a recap of headlines. Wiki versus Makinde. Tensions mount as PDP holds neck meeting today. Infrastructure development. States receive 1.6 trillion naira from federal government for projects. 2027. Tambuwa lead Sokoto, Kebe PDP into coalition bloc. Why 10 civil servant gold cars, laptops, says federal government. Murdered lawyer. Hungry reactions as wife, mother-in-law bagless J-Charm after conviction. And with that, we've come to the end of the newspaper review. Thank you very much for listening. You can download Carnival Media Hub from Google Play Store and have iOS. You can also check out our website at www.canvamedia.ng. Please, the month ends today, and today is Monday. Please do ensure you lay your hands on something that would put food on your table, something legal, and do not engage in frivolous activities. Make every minute, every sec, and every hours of your life count, and make better use of them. Till next time, I will be coming your way. Had me my humble self, or your caller Joseph Angel. Good morning, and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.